Hi dear students, everybody, welcome to Infinity Learn. How are you my dear students? Right, after many days. Yeah. So by this time most of you might have completed. Hi Saidlu, good evening, good evening. Yeah, you might have completed your board exams and maybe a couple of exams left for CBSE maybe, but I think you have seriously started preparation for JEE Main 2022. Right dear students, I think so in couple of days I am going to do one strategy class also how to plan your session preparation in these coming 30 days. Of course not even 30 days. I can say in the month of June you are going to have a long spell from June 21st to almost last of June. You are having exams for almost 10 days. Fine, okay, right. So coming to the important topics, I have taken some simple topic, easy and important topic related to limits as the first of my sessions, and here I think limits mostly we can say the models will be algebraic limits where we can find 4-5 special cases, most of which is L'Hospital's rule and limits at infinity, trigonometric limits, all these things. Then limits based on exponential and logarithmic functions, followed by, let me give you friends, variable power variable model as well as left hand limit right hand limit models. All the models I am going to explain here with the help of I can say previous year questions. So do remember, from limits you have a chance of getting one question. Most of the times we are getting a direct questions. Sometimes he is mixing the limits question with some other topic, maybe you can say Leibniz formula in integration. Otherwise it will be almost a direct question. By the way, for the new students, so this is Basheer, math faculty for IIT JEE, right? Fine dear students. Yeah, before that please subscribe to our channel Infinity Learn, right? Then yeah, the first question related to limits. You see this question, it's a very simple question. Limit extends to 1, you see I can say, right, simple question. Most of the questions of limits you can close in 1 or 2 minutes. Let me tell you how to do this. You see, limit extends to 1, x power 4 minus 1 by x minus 1 is a very basic standard question. I think the formula is limit extends to a, x power n minus a power n by x power m minus a power m will be n by m into a power n minus m. So this is the standard formula, or you can also apply L'Hospital's rule for this. Now according to this formula, this problem becomes 4 into 1 to the power of something. So of course 4 minus 1 I can say 3, fine, is equal to, you see the same formula you apply here, 3 by 2 into k to the power of 3 minus 2. It's a standard formula I have applied, which is 4 is nothing, 4 is 3 by 2 into k. So k is going to be 8 by 3 is the answer. That's it. So most of the times you see in limits we get a standard one. Very rarely he is giving bit lengthy question. Okay, Saidulu, got it? I think this is a simple question. Let me go to the second question. Yeah, you see this question, alpha is a positive root of this particular quadratic equation. Fine. The next, limit extends to alpha plus, this limit is given. Okay, so to evaluate this limit, first of all you need to find alpha. So what is alpha? This is the simple quadratic equation which can be solved. Here you see the roots are going to be 2 comma minus 1. Am I correct? By inspection we can easily say the roots of which alpha is a positive root. So alpha value is going to be 2. Okay. So, the limit will be like limit x tends to 2 plus next root of 1 minus cos of the polynomial p of x by, you can say 2 minus 4 is x minus 2. In my earlier classes also I told one important result, dear friends. Limit x tends to 0, 1 minus cos x by x square is a standard one. Please try to remember the result. It is going to be 1 by 2. You can see this result application in n number of problems, but this won't reflect in standard formula in any book. But try to remember limit x tends to 0, 1 minus cos x by x square is 1 by 2. I am going to use this result in this problem to close as early as possible. You see, root of 1 minus cos px is there. What I am going to do is within the square root, I write here, dear students, root of 1 minus cos of p of x is left by p of x whole square. I write, dear student, into here I write root of p of x whole square by x minus 2 I can write here. Now clearly as x tends to 2, since 2 is the root, p of x goes to 0. So 1 minus cos x by x square goes to 1 by 2. So this limit part goes to 1 by 2 under root 1 by root 2. So the major part I have taken it out. Now this into most important limit x tends to 2 plus. What is root of p of x square? Be careful, it is mod p of x, modulus of p of x by x minus 2. What is mod p of x? P of x is clearly, you see, x minus 2 into x plus 1, whose two roots are minus 1 comma 2. You know the nature of this polynomial minus 1 comma 2. When x is 2 plus, the expression is positive, and hence friends this becomes 1 by root 2 into limit x tends to 2 plus. This is as it is, you can write x minus 2 into x plus 1 by x minus 2. Now you can happily cancel x minus 2, 2 plus 1 is 3, this is 3 by root 2 is going to be the answer. Yes, right. You see, in this problem, this particular formula plays a vital role to close this problem in less than 1 minute or 2 minutes. You see, whenever you see in limits, whenever you see 1 minus cos x in the numerator, please search for the formula 1 minus cos x by x square, which can comfortably replaced by 1 by 2 when x tends to 0. The same thing I have done. So by this step, you see half of the problem is done. Only small portion is left. Just if you know the definitions and the behavior of quadratic expression, this can be done easily. So thank God he didn't give, you see, minus 3 by root 2 in the options. If the problem is 3 minus, that is 2 minus, that is alpha minus, here quadratic expression is negative, here minus comes, the answer would be minus 3 by root 2. So you may ask me, why are you worried about behavior of quadratic expression is also very important in this problem. Okay, fine. Next, dear students. You see, this question in algebra, we most of the times we emphasize this part. Even a school student, whenever he sees certain pattern, like they will get one idea, 1 minus a minus b plus ab. Whenever you see this expression, what is the idea that you are getting in your mind, dear students? Yes, it is nothing but 1 minus a into 1 minus b, dear students. Am I correct? Yeah. So if this is the case, you see the problem is exactly like 1 minus a minus b plus ab. So what I do is, you see friends, let me close this problem in 2 steps, just 2 steps. Step 1, 1 minus a minus b plus ab. So 1 minus cos of x square by 2 multiplied by 1 minus cos of x square by 4. This is what? Arey yaar, it is like 1 minus cos theta. So I just want by theta square. So you just write here x power 4 by 4, here x power 4 by 16, which in turn in the denominator this x power 8 is adjusted here. So I have introduced 4 and 16, so you write 4 and 16 here. So now again our special formula, 1 minus cos theta by theta square is 1 by 2, because theta tends to 0. This is 1 by 2, this is 1 by 2, dear students. So now the answer is 1 by 2 into 1 by 2 into 1 by 2 square into 1 by 2 power 4, which is 1 by 2 power 8. So I can say 2 power minus 8, dear students. So 2 power minus 8 he has given as 2 power minus k. So k value is going to be 8, dear students. Yes. Two simple ideas help you to close the problem very fast. One is, this is the basic algebraic expression. Whenever you see 1 minus a minus b plus ab, immediately you will get this idea in mind. Second is 1 minus cos x by x square will become 1 by 2 when x tends to 0. I have used these two results, could close the problem in almost less than 2 minutes. Right, dear students? So shall we go to the next problem? Yeah. Before we go to this problem, dear students, you see, in limits what you need to do is, first please complete the basic models. There will be around 10 to 12 models, standard model problems will be in limits. First you complete those problems, then you come to previous year questions, so that you will have a complete revision, full-fledged revision of the topic. That is my suggestion, please do that. Right. You see this question, limit x tends to 0, sin square x by root 2 into 1 plus cos x. Are you ready, dear students? Can we close this problem in 1 minute? When you put x tends to 0, clearly 0 by 0. You see, dear students, step 1 what I do is, whenever sin square x is there, I just write x square, so that sin x by x limit x tends to 0 is 1. Here also I write the same x square. You just rationalize this, where you are going to get 2 minus of this will become 1 minus cos x. Yes, that's all. This I have multiplied here with root 2 plus root of 1 plus cos x in the numerator and denominator. Root of 1 plus cos x I have multiplied and yes. You just see, dear students, is this clear? If you want little more easy, I can also say in this way, dear students. You can also take, like, you see, you just do rationalization, sin square x by, here 1 minus cos x you will get, and you will get root 2 plus root of 1 plus cos x after rationalization. Step 1, is it clear? Second step, you see 1 minus cos x by x square, friends, do remember limit x tends to 0, you just write x square here, you just write x square here. Now, arey this is 1, this is 1 by 2, so this part becomes 2, here you put x tends to 0, this is root 2 plus root 2 will become 2 root 2, the final answer is going to be 4 root 2. That's all. It's a matter of 2 steps, dear students. 2019 the question is given. Yes. Okay. So don't expect all the question to be very lengthy and tough. In my strategy class also I told you which kind of questions are to be picked first, which are to be kept at the last. That is very important point that you need to remember while handling JEE main paper. Right, dear students? Chalo, let us go to the next question. Yeah, you see this question? Step T denote the greatest integer function. Please read the instructions properly. Sometimes he may also give in a different way. Step T denotes the greatest integer function less than or equal to T. Fine. So, lambda is some number other than 0 and 1. He is saying this limit is L. Find L. You see friends, I always feel whenever a problem is given based on modulus function, step function, fractional part function, the problem is going to be easy. Sometimes it may take little time, but if you could break the problem into pieces, you can definitely solve the problem, undoubtedly. So dear students, here limit extends to 0 is there. You know, mod x definition changes left of 0, right of 0, and step x also. So why don't we handle this problem left hand limit, right hand limit? We have to, because here the mod x function, step x function are piecewise functions which change their definitions left of 0, right of 0. So friends, first I go with right hand limit, that is limit extends to 0 plus. Okay, let us see what happens. Mod x is x itself, so these two get cancelled. So modulus 1 by lambda minus x. 0 plus step x is nothing but 0, because x is slightly greater than 0, 0.00 something whose step is 0. This is going to be right hand limit, dear students, which is x tends to 0 plus. So I can say as x tends to 0 plus, what did he say about lambda? He just said lambda is a real number other than 0 and 1. Fine, let it be right hand limit. Let us go to left hand limit, dear students. Yeah. So left hand limit means mod x will become minus x, limit extends to 0 minus, mod x is minus x, so 1 minus 2x you will get, and so lambda minus x, and step x will become minus 1, because x is slightly left of 0, it is going to be minus 1, dear students, right. As x tends to 0, this goes to 1 by lambda, I can say, and you see in all the options lambda is either positive or 0, nowhere negative. Fine, this is going to be 1 by lambda minus 1 with modulus. You just see for which option you can equate and solve, but you just see for which option these two are going to be equal, because limit is already existed. He said limit is L, existed. Suppose if I take lambda is 2, what do you say? Lambda is 1, not possible. Lambda is 2, this is going to be 1 by 2, this is going to be 1. If lambda is 1 by 2, this becomes 2, this also becomes 2. You can check with this option. See, you just from here you can proceed from answer to question. Yes, it follows. That is the thing, friends. Here to solve this particular problem, what you need to know is simple definitions of mod x and step x, and you must know where to break the problem. If you know that, it is not a big issue. So break it carefully. It may take 2 minutes, but you will definitely get the answer, my dear students, especially in advanced kind of exams where many students struggle to score minimum marks. For them, you see, there are certain topics which can be dealt easily in the exam. One of such is this kind of problems. If at all there is modulus, step or fractional part related things, you simply break according to the definitions, you will get the answer. Yes. Okay, right. Yeah. Next problem, dear students, this problem. You see, here if you just put x is equal to 2, you will get 0 by 0. You can do like fractional part and all these things, or else why don't we solve one problem with the help of L'Hospital's rule? And here you take limit extends to 2, if you put, you will get undoubtedly 0 by 0, because numerator is Yes, 12 minus 12, 0. Denominator must also be, you see, this is going to be 1 by 3 minus 1 by 3, 0. You just apply L'Hospital's rule. You can also do in other way, or else you can just try in this way. So, I think you know what is L'Hospital's rule. If the limit is like 0 by 0 or infinity by infinity, what you can do is, you can take the derivative of the numerator and derivative of the denominator separately, and you can apply the limit. Okay. So, what is the derivative of numerator? 3 power x into log 3 plus 3 power 3 minus x into log 3 into 3 minus x derivative is minus 1. So, I make it minus 12 derivative is 0. In the same way, here 3 power minus x by 2 derivative into log 3 into minus 1 by 2, right, minus 3 power 1 minus x into log 3 into 1 minus x derivative is minus 1. I have simply taken the derivative of numerator and denominator separately because it is in the form of 0 by 0. Now, log 3 can be taken common and cancelled, right? Fine. In the next step, you can find it like limit x tends to 2, 3 power x minus 3 power 3 minus x by 3 power minus x by 2 into minus 1 by 2 plus 3 power 1 minus x. You simply put x is equal to 2 because here undoubtedly you are not going to get 0. So, that means there is a chance that you are going to get the answer 9 minus 3, which is 6 by, this is 3 power, you can say minus 1, 1 by 3, which is minus 1 by 6 plus 3 power minus 1, which is 1 by 3, which is 2 by 6, which is 1 by 6. So, 36. Yes, that is all. So, my point is, you see 2020 January attempt question. In January, I think you know one important point. Out of 10 lakh students writing JEE Main every year, how many students do you think could score above 40 marks out of 100? Unless otherwise the paper is very, very easy. In aggregate, you can say out of 10 lakh students who are writing JEE Main every year, the number of students who score above 40 marks is around 30,000 only. Yes. You see, for those, you see, derivatives every student knows. Mostly they can take the simple derivatives. Why can't they solve this problem? Yes, maybe in hurry, or they see it seems to be difficult or lengthy something. But most of the problems, out of the 25 questions that you need to answer in JEE Main, damn sure I can say 8 to 9 questions will be easy kind. What you need to do is, you must identify whether the question is easy or moderate or lengthy. If you have that capability, that comes only with preparation, with the exposure of various problems, you will get to know that this problem easy hai, a problem lengthy hoga, a problem difficult hai. The one who comes to that conclusion as fast as possible in the exam is going to be the winner. Say, क्योंकि you see math में तो बहुत important है. Most of the students generally after the exam they say अरे problem तो बहुत paper तो बहुत lengthy है, math is lengthy, physics easy, chemistry moderate, math lengthy बोलते रहते हैं. What is the reason? They don't adopt the shortcuts and they feel some question which is lengthy they take because that may be from their favorite topic, and they will try in the exam. Students generally don't try to remember the formulae, remember the shortcuts. Arey yaar, it's very easy. Even now you have time. Almost 25 days is not a simple time. You can do miracles in 25 days. You start your preparation now. We are here to help you. Yes. Okay. Coming to the next problem. You see, dear students, this problem where we got 0 by 0 kind of, we can do it with L'Hospital's rule. Okay. Chalo. Next problem. Yeah. You see this question, dear students, any idea? F of x is given 5 minus mod x minus 2 and g of x is given mod x plus 1 and f of x attains maximum value at alpha. Oh, g of x attains minimum value at beta. Please do remember, he is not saying maximum value at alpha. This at is very, very important. If you don't read at properly in that hurry, maximum value alpha means the total scenario changes. Be careful. G of x attains minimum value at beta. Fine. Now limit extends to minus alpha beta. That means you need to find alpha and beta, definitely. Fine. So then we need to find this. The limit is very easy. X minus 1 into, this is a familiar expression, x minus 2 into x minus 3. The factors here are going to be, I can say, x minus 2 into x minus 4, right? Of course, here x minus 2 can be cancelled. Before that, can you say alpha and beta? At 5 minus mod x minus 2 will be maximum 5 when x is equal to 2, friends. So alpha is equal to 2 and mod x plus 1 attains minimum value at beta. Its minimum value is 0 when x value is minus 1. So beta is minus 1. Yes, two simple points. Alpha beta is going to be minus 2. So minus alpha beta is going to be 2, dear students. So you can cancel x minus 2, put x is equal to 2. This is 1 into minus 1 by minus 2, which is 1 by 2, dear students. 1 by 2. That's all. The problem, you see, when we see it is lengthy, very two elementary points, 1, 2 and simple limits. This limit we talk in the very first class of limits, right? So limits by factorization, that's all. So little masala is added here to find alpha and beta. If the same direct question is given, everybody will say, so easy question. This is why he added some masala to the question. Now the problem is, he felt he made the problem complicated. Our job is we make the solutions easy, right? Fine. Dear student, chalo, next question. Yeah, this is the question. Limit extends to 0, x plus 2 sin x by, this is given. If you put x tends to 0, 1 minus 1 is 0, 0 by 0 undoubtedly. So to proceed further, undoubtedly we need to rationalize. Okay, let me write the next step, limit extends to 0. Yeah, you just try to rationalize, dear students. This is x plus 2 sin x. After rationalization, you are going to get x square plus 2 sin x plus 1 minus sin square x plus x minus 1 multiplied by this square root plus this square root. I am not writing because you know this is, even in the exam also you can do like this to save time. Why to write unnecessarily? Fine. So plus 1 minus 1 got cancelled. First thing, if you put x is equal to 0, here you will get 1 plus 1, which becomes 2. This part you can separate, dear friends. This is 2 into limit x tends to 0. This is going to be, friends, x plus 2 sin x by, Here you can find x plus 2 sin x. This is x square minus sin square x. X square minus sin square x plus x plus 2 sin x. Okay, fine. What is the next step? If you put x tends to 0, you will get 0 by 0. Here you can go with L'Hospital's rule at this stage. You can go with L'Hospital's rule, undoubtedly. Or else, dear students, you can also do one thing. Okay, you go with L'Hospital's rule because in the next step numerator is not going to be, you can say 0. So, it is going to be, dear students, x derivative is 1, 2 sin x derivative 2 cos x by x square derivative 2x minus 2 sin x into sin x derivative cos x plus, dear students, it is going to be 1 plus 2 cos x. Now, why do not you put x is equal to 0? You just put cos 0 is 1, 3 by this is 0, this is 0, cos 0 is 1, 3. 3 by 3, 1 is the answer. That's all. That's all. You can do in that way, my dear students. So, the only thing, basic thing is when you see this question, when there are square roots here, that too 0 by 0, the primary idea that we get is rationalization. Proceed. After that, this roots part can be eliminated, taken out by substitution. Then the next part, this is L'Hospital's rule, isn't it, dear students? Right. Then the next question. Yeah, you see this question? Limit x tends to 1, x square minus ax plus b by x minus 1 is going to be 5, find a plus b value. Okay. How do you feel the question? Difficult? Undoubtedly not. First step, this kind of questions, if you put x is 1, what will you get in the numerator? 1 minus a plus b by 0. Denominator is 0. If numerator is not 0, some finite number, the limit must be either infinity or minus infinity or not defined, but he has given the limit to be a finite number. So, numerator must be 0. So, I can say 1 plus b is equal to a, numerator must be 0. He is asking a plus b value. Fine, okay. We got one relation connecting a and b. Then the next step, dear students, so it is like 0 by 0 now. So, you just apply L'Hospital's rule, 2x minus a by 1. So, what about the limit? Substitute x tends to 1, the limit is 2 minus a, but he has given the limit as 5. So, 2 minus a is 5, so a must be minus 3, dear students. If a is minus 3, b is going to be minus 4. So, a plus b is going to be minus 7. This is a basic standard model which you can find in any standard reference material you take. Yes, finding the problems, yeah, finding this, solving limits, especially where unknowns are given, he will give the limit is finite, or sometimes limit value will also be given, and we just find, dear students, yeah, I can say the unknown values, right? Clear? The next, fine. You see this problem? Limit x tends to pi by 4, cot cube x minus tan x by cos of x plus pi by 4. How to do this? If you put x is cube pi by 4, this is 0 by 0 undoubtedly. What I do is, dear students, why don't I write in terms of limit x tends to pi by 4, cot cube x I write 1 by tan cube x. So, 1 minus tan power 4x by tan cube x into cos of x plus pi by 4. Okay. Now as extends to pi by 4, tan cube x part which is under product is going to be 1. So please take this out. Now you are left with only limit x tends to pi by 4, 1 minus tan power 4x by cos of x plus pi by 4, right. Now you put x tends to pi by 4, this is going to be 0 by 0. And why do not we take L'Hospital's rule, right? So you just take L'Hospital's rule, minus 4 tan cube x into tan x derivative secant square x by cos x derivative minus sin of x plus pi by 4. Yes. So minus can be taken out. Now you put limit x tends to pi by 4. Tan becomes 1. Secant pi by 4 is root 2 square is 2 by sin 90 degrees is 1. So you are going to get the answer to be 8. Okay, dear students. Simple, yeah, very simple. You can answer this question in this way. Just combination of bit simplification, rationalization, L'Hospital's rule, these combinations we are applying, right? Fine. Next, you see dear students, here limit x tends to 1 minus, okay, because 1 plus sin inverse x is not defined. Now if you just put sin inverse 1 is pi by 2, so this becomes pi 0 by 0. So what we can do is rationalize the numerator, limit x tends to 1 minus, its rationalizing factor is pi, root pi plus something, a square minus b square will become 2 sin inverse x. Of course, I just maintain 1 minus x here itself. I have multiplied the numerator and denominator with this, so it will be like root pi plus root of 2 sin inverse x. Okay. After rationalization, this is the situation. But as x tends to 1, this becomes pi by 2. So this becomes root pi plus root pi 2 root pi. This can be taken out 1 by 2 root pi, my dear students. This can be taken out. If you take 2 common here, pi by 2 minus sin inverse x is cos inverse x. Limit x tends to 1 minus cos inverse x by root of 1 minus x. Now this is going to be, friends, let me write here 1 by root pi. This is as x tends to 1, 0 by 0. Yes. Why don't you go with L'Hospital's rule? Yes. Cos inverse x derivative minus 1 by root of 1 minus x square by root x derivative 1 by 2 root x into 1 minus x derivative is minus 1. So this minus 1 got cancelled, and this root 1 minus x will also be cancelled with root 1 plus x here. So this comes, this 2 comes here. As x tends to 1, 1 plus 1 is 2. So this is root of 2 by pi you are going to get. This is going to be option B, dear students. Okay, clear? Simple. One rationalization, one L'Hospital's rule got us the answer, right? Fine. The next, dear students, you see the same kind of question. Limit x tends to 0, x into cot 4x by sin square x cot square 2x. Can we close this problem in 1 minute? Difficult or easy? We shall, you see, this is limit x tends to 0, x into, why don't you write, this is tan 4x, which is, I can write cos 4x by, of course here sin square x, here sin 4x I write, cot square 2x means cos square 2x by sin square 2x. I just converted the problem completely in terms of sine and cos? Yes, fine. Of course, dear students, now you just write x square and x here, x square by sine square x will become 1, and as x tends to 0, cos 0 is 1, this is 1, this is also 1. So, you are left with limit x tends to 0 sine square 2x by sine square x. I can write here x into sine 4x. Dear students, you see sine square 2x, sine square x, sine 4x you are left with, right. Now, you just try to complete this particular problem. Sine 2x by sine x will become 2, 2 square is 4, you can take this limit as 4. Yes, sine 4x you just need to check with cos square 2x, you just see x, I have written x here, cos 4x by sine 4x, sine square x, and I can say cot square 2x means cos square 2x into sine square 2x. Next, you see as x tends to 0, cos becomes 1, so this is gone, this is gone. I just multiplied and divided with x, this is going to be 1, sine square 2x by this sine square x is not there, so need little, yeah. So, you can remove this sine square x, this part is not there, we are left with x into sine 4x. You see friends, I just write, yeah, this part let me change it a bit, this is sine 2x by sine 4x you can write, sine 2x by x you can write. Now, it is done, this is going to be 2 by 4, 1 by 2, this is going to be 2, so the final answer is going to be 1, that is all. Little bit of alignment we can do, okay, right. The next, dear students, you see this question, yeah, step x denote the greatest integer less than or equal to x, you know, and mod x and step x are there again. How to do, dear students? Yeah, first of all, tan of something by x, as x tends to 0, this also goes to 0. First you split the problem into 2, limit x tends to 0, tan of pi sine square x by x square. As x tends to 0, this goes to 0. You can also write, dear friends, this is limit x tends to 0, tan of pi sine square x by pi sine square x into pi sine square x by x square you can write. Because it is simple, I have written here, please do not mind about the overwriting. This is going to be 1 and this is going to be 1, so pi. So, if I could split, in fact, you see, if the limit does not exist, I cannot split. Suppose this part I am just tending about, this part is going to be pi. I always doubt about the second one. So, because limit x tends to 0, mod x minus sine of x into step x whole square by x square part I take, because unless the second limit exists we cannot split as limit f plus g. If both exist we can split, but just for understanding I have split. Let me take this part. Limit x tends to 0 plus, my dear friends, you see right hand limit I am talking about, mod x becomes x, step x becomes 0 because fixed 0, because x is slightly greater than 0. So, this is 0, x square by x square you will get, which is 1. So, right hand limit exists. So, the total limit is pi plus 1 right hand limit, whereas the left hand limit, dear students, x tends to minus 1, you will get mod x becomes minus x, step x becomes minus 1. So, x into minus 1 is minus x, sine of minus x is minus sine x. So, plus sine x you will get whole square by x square. This is the one. So, I can say the limit is going to be sin x minus x by x whole square. Yes. As x tends to 0, this is 0 by 0, you just apply L'Hospital's rule, cos x minus 1 by 1. As x tends to, I can say x tends to 0, 1 minus 1 goes to 0 it is in fact, dear students. You see, this is going to be as x tends to 0, sin x derivative cos x minus 1 by x derivative 1 whole square. As x tends to 0, this goes to 0, left hand limit is going to be pi plus 0, right hand limit is going to be pi plus 1, both are not same. So, I can say the limit does not exist, dear friends. So, I clearly doubt on this, be careful with modulus step and this, but you can do easily, but what you need is you must know the definitions properly, that is the thing. So, friends, this is also of the same kind, hope you can comfortably do this, right. So, limit x tends to 0, can you friends, whenever sign of step x is there, it is very easy, yes. So, you just talk about, you see right hand limit friends, this is simple, x into step x becomes 0, 0 rest just right side of 0, mod x becomes x into step x becomes 0, sin 0 is 0 completely by x, friends right hand limit is 0. So, the answer cannot be A, cannot be B, cannot be C. If the limit exists, answer must be 0. If you have a doubt, you go with left hand limit. So, x into step x becomes exactly minus 1 because x is slightly less than 0, minus 1, and mod x will become minus x into step x will become minus 1, right, which is I can say sine of minus 1 by x. Now, put limit x tends to 0, I can say it goes to, you see limit x tends to 0, minus 1 minus sine 1, it becomes sine 1. If he asks, you see, if he asks, I think he must ask either left hand limit or right hand limit. If left hand limit is asked, you see it is going to be, I think there may be, you see friends, x, this x got cancelled, then you see, so the question may be not like this. If it is like this, the answer should be like this is sine 1. So, left hand limit is sine 1, right hand limit is 0, that will be the answer. He might have asked either 0 minus or 0 plus or maybe little variation in this brackets, because x and x are completely outside, you can cancel them, right dear students. Fine, even this is also of the same kind of question, simple one, x tends to pi by 2. Why don't you write limit theta tends to 0, pi by 2 minus x as theta. So, you can write tan cot x as tan of pi by 2 minus x. So, tan theta minus sin theta. Here if you take 2 common, 8 comes out, pi by 2 minus x is theta, theta cube you can write. Now, it is a very simple question, 1 by 8 you can take, either you can apply L'Hospital's rule or you can take sin theta common here. If you take sin theta common, 1 by cos theta minus 1 by, you see theta cube you can write theta into theta square. As sin theta by theta is 1, 1 minus cos theta by theta square is 1 by 2 and cos theta becomes 1, this becomes 1 by 8 into 1 by 2 which is 1 by 16 dear students. That is a simple question here, right. In the same way, limit x tends to 0, sin of pi cos square x by x square. Here many students will feel sin theta by theta kind of, as x tends to 0, cos 0 is 1, so this is sin pi, this is not tending to 0. Many students will multiply and divide with the same and apply. So that logic will not work out here, because friends, here you need to write for, yeah, sin theta is sin pi minus theta, this is fine. Can I write this? Because dear friends, sin pi minus theta is sin theta. Now you take pi common, limit x tends to 0, sin of pi sin square x now, of course x by x square. Now you see, this is something which goes to 0 as x tends to 0. So you multiply and divide with pi sin square x, sin of pi sin square x here, and divide with pi sin square x, and you can also write pi sin square x by x square. Now as x tends to 0, this becomes 1, so you will get pi into sin square x by x square, as x tends to 0 will become pi. That is the beauty in this problem, right dear students? Yeah. So, yeah, here we are having our, you see, Insta. So join with us and encourage us, and we are going to deliver undoubtedly very quality kind of content. We are going to support you until your exams and even after that. So dear students, please join our Telegram group and please subscribe to Infinity Learn, yeah, JEE channel, so where you can find wonderful classes of math, physics, chemistry for JEE. In fact, friends, for class 11, 12 and for the students who are going to write JEE Main. Okay, right, thank you very much. See you in the next class. And my next, yeah, Yashila, good evening. In my next class we are going to discuss Thursday evening, we are going to discuss the problems related to continuity and differentiability. So the limits part, by this time you might have got some idea, dear students. Yeah, what we are going to do here is, limits part is a simple independent part, we can say, from which if you could exercise at least some 70-80 questions of this, you are damn sure going to get one question in JEE Main and one question in Advanced also, right? Fine dear students, that's all for the day. Thank you, and continue your preparation the same tempo. All the best.